Hey, what's going on, guys? War Brothers Collectibles here. Welcome back to another video, and welcome to the channel if you are new. Thank you so much for subscribing. So today I thought it'd be fun to take a look at my comic book collection. Now, I don't have the biggest collection of comic books and graphic novels, but I just thought it'd be fun to take a look anyway and see what I've got in the collection. So, well, without further ado, let's begin. So the first one here is The Last Ronin, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This is probably the most recent comic book I've picked up. I'm not going to spoil it, like who is The Last Ronin. I'm not going to spoil it if you've never read it, but it's awesome, guys. It's dark, it's moody, it's a little violent. It's a really engaging story, action-packed throughout, and it is awesome. So if you're a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fan and you've never heard or never read this one, I highly recommend that you pick it up because it is so good. Then the next one, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, The Ultimate Collection. This is volume 1 of the original comics, like the very first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle comic book stories. Now, there's been plenty of videos about these over the years online, and they'll all tell you like how brutal it is and how violent it is, and they're not joking. Like, it's dark, it's serious, it's so violent, but it's awesome. It's not like the kids' cartoons, you know, back in the 80s. It's not, this is like the 1990 film, live action film is kind of in similar in tone to this. It kind of has the same sort of feel, you know, it's dark, it's just awesome. Like, it's a really great series. But it's the only volume that I've got in the collection. So maybe one day I will finish the entire set. But if you've never read it, guys, and you're a Turtle fan, I highly recommend you go back to the beginning and check them out. This was when they sort of did a new series. I've only got, this is volume 1, Change is Constant. This is like a retelling of the Turtle origin story. It's like how they came to be. But I wasn't a fan of it. I didn't enjoy this one at all. It was a different origin story than the one that I'm used to, and I just couldn't get on board with it. And I've read it a few times, but nah, I didn't really enjoy this one. This was when they sort of returned to the comics for like a new sort of series. But yeah, I didn't really enjoy this one. Indiana Jones Omnibus Volume 1. Now, this is the only volume of the Indiana Jones comics that I actually own, but these are awesome. Like, if you want some further adventures of Indiana Jones and you've read all the Bantam books and you've read all the other novels, then you've got the comics to choose from. So this is just a collection of 3 or 4 comic books from the Indiana Jones series, and it's just, what can I say? It's Indiana Jones. It kicks ass. Like, it is a great collection. I can't remember how many volumes there actually are, but I only own volume 1. But yeah, they're awesome. And the Red Sonja collection, I've done a separate video on this on my channel, guys, so please check that out if you haven't already. This is Red Sonja Unchained. I've been reading this again, that's where my bookmark is. But yeah, love Red Sonja. Love Red Sonja. Can't wait for the new film. Whenever we get a trailer, I'm so excited for it. Red Sonja, The Black Tower. Atlantis Rises. Red Sonja Tarzan crossover. This one was really fun. This one was good. I enjoyed that one. And then another great one is Red Sonja and Conan the Barbarian, Blood of a God. This is in hardback, but yeah, this is really good. Then I have Raiders of the Lost Ark. This is a really old one, and that I picked up from a convention. I've never actually, I think I have taken it out and had a look, but I don't like to really touch these old comic books. These are just for me being a collector. But yeah, that's Raiders of the Lost Ark. Batman the Killing Joke. I'm a huge fan of this one. You know, really enjoyed this comic book. It's an alternative sort of Joker origin story, and they did a film version of it with Mark Hamill reprising his role as the voice of the Joker. The comic book is much better, but the film is also okay if you are a fan of the DC animated movies. But yeah, this is probably one of my favorite comic books of all time. You know, The Killing Joke is great, and its influence is felt, you know, in the Joker films. in The Dark Knight and things like that. You know, this is pretty much the definitive Joker story, really. Like, it's famous and it's really good. Highly recommend this one. This one I just picked up cheap because it was on a sale. The Empire Strikes Back by Marvel Comics. I've never actually sat down and read it properly, but from what I can see, it looks great. The artwork looks awesome. You can get all of them now from every movie, but I just picked this one up because it was on a sale. It was really cheap. I think it was like £2 or £3. I picked that one up. Now this one was a special gift for my 21st birthday. This is the annual from the original Star Wars. Don't know if it's got a date in there. 1978, I think it says inside. Yeah. It's got things about the films, and then it is in comic book form, which is amazing. Yeah, this one has a special place in my heart because it was a gift. Really, really awesome. And then coming on to the last pile now, Dark Knight Returns, Batman by Frank Miller. This one again is probably another one of my favourite Batman comics. I really enjoy the two-part animated film version they did of this. They did an adaptation of it. You know, it's an older Batman coming out of retirement, and it's really cool. And then Superman is even in it. So Batman v Superman: The Dawn of Justice is kind of inspired by this, but that takes its own, that's its own story. It only takes elements from this. But yeah, this one, again, it's quite famous. Quite a lot of people know about it, but yeah, it is awesome. I'm a huge fan of The Dark Knight Returns. And then I have volumes 1 to 5 of Frank Miller's Sin City. So that is The Hard Goodbye. I'm a huge fan of the film Sin City. I think it's great. A Dame to Kill For was the second one, was okay, but nothing beats that first film. Volume 2, A Dame to Kill For. The Big Fat Kill. That Yellow Bastard. You know, these are awesome. I'm a huge fan of Sin City. And then this was the last volume that I own, Family Values. This is the thinnest one of the collection. So that was it, guys, for this video, just having a quick look at my comic book collection. If you've got any of these titles, please leave a comment down below and tell me what you've got and what do you think and which one is your favourite. Definitely give this video a thumbs up and please consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't already, and stay tuned for more videos, and I will see you soon in the next one. Take care.